The Pope slapped a woman on day 1 of 2020, World War III is trending on day 2, what will happen on day 3?
The moon will blow up suddenly and without warning.
Thanks for the warning.
Crap, now it won't blow up.
But now it will. Crap.
When little Timmy stared above to see the starry sky, he looked with hope and joy and love, and sat and breathed a sigh. How sweet it is to see, he said, how fair to find a place, how nice it is to stare ahead beyond the skies to space. And so he sat and smiled, and soon, he looked with peace and pride. A crack appeared across the moon. And Timmy fucking died.
I was really hoping Timmy would fucking die today. Thank you, Sprague. I needed this.
Malaysian Airlines MH370 lands in Beijing and no one on board realizes they lost almost 6 years.
Then they see the news they've missed and say fuck this and get back on.
They step down the stairway, the sun in their eyes, their faces a mixture of shock and surprise. What's happened? They whispered, and listened, and then they got back on board and they took off again.
Whoa, never thought I would catch you in the wild, just 3 minutes.
Just 3 minutes was my nickname in high school.
https://youtube.b/voxrfninja. In case someone missed the Pope slap like me. It's a slap on the hand.
Yeah, I immediately went to see the video and was surprised because the title of all the articles were clickbait. If he hadn't shrugged himself free, the same news sources could report woman assaults Pope, or security fails Pope, which I would think would be more justified. It must be just as infuriating to be yanked back by someone who forces you to listen to them as it is when your earbuds get yanked out of your ears by the door handle. That he only slapped her lightly to indicate that he wasn't going to go to her is to me an example of his patience.
Pope nearly dies in assassination attempt. You won't believe what he did next. Then they cut the footage into 20 different 1-second clips that you have to view on separate pages.
Alien invasion in the morning, second coming of Jesus in the afternoon.
But whose side is Jesus on?
The aliens.
What a double cross.
Nailed it, it was just hanging right there.
The day is almost over here in Asia. Worry not, it's alright till now.
For you maybe. For those on the US West Coast, they got a whole day Komen.
I mean, I am going to spend it getting a passport and renewing my registration anyway, so a nuclear apocalypse doesn't sound so bad.
Patrolling the Mojave DMV almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Currently sitting in the DMV on a 3.5-hour wait, can confirm nuclear winter is preferred.
Yellowstone fucking blows.
This reads like an unsatisfied Yelp review of Yellowstone.
You're gonna love the 1-star National Parks Yelp reviews. AdventureJournal.com/2019/08/the lists the 17 best bad reviews of national parks on Yelp/. Greater than there are mosquitoes everywhere and I can get a larger portion of food from Olive Garden for the same price. Hard pass. Restock your beer more frequently, we bought you out in 3 days. I don't think this guy's an outdoors person.
The outdoor bidet had way too much water pressure and it hurt my bum. 1 star.
Australia burns. And then on day 4, my internet gets reconnected after 3 long weeks.
Wait, phone life. It's just not the same frown.
Better watch out before our /found themo loser gets ya. It's honestly the dumbest subreddit I've ever visited. Maybe not the worst, but definitely the dumbest.
That opinion is so popular it should be on our /unpopular opinion. I've never understood what the purpose of pointing out mobile users is other than showing off capital or noticing skills, which never really seemed like something anyone was in doubt about.
Seriously, like am I supposed to bring my laptop to the bathroom like it's 2006?
You forgot the apocalypse in Australia.
Here in Jakarta, almost 50 people have been killed in the worst floods in a decade and thousands of homes have been destroyed also.
Very sad to hear, but blame is on the Indonesian government because of privatizing your piped water networks in 1998. Hopes were that privatizing in 98 would get more people using tap water instead of groundwater. Unfortunately, they didn't do shit to improve things, so the government took back control of piping in 2017. Since taking over though, the government has yet to develop any long-term policies to improve the network, so groundwater wells continues to be used by about 65% of the population. For anyone curious, too much groundwater extraction causes land subsidence. The groundwater is removed and the land collapses on itself to fill in that leftover empty space, reducing the altitude surface land sits. Jakarta is now recorded to be sinking nearly 7 a year. By 2025, 5 years, 1/3 of the city will be uninhabitable and several million displaced. Blows my mind the government would prefer to ditch Jakarta and spend $30 billion to move the capital 100 miles instead of fixing the piping issues present. Edit, adding sources below for you. Edit 2, stupid paywall on first link, screen grabbed and linked to Imager. Infrastructure specialist Hongju Ham on what's directly causing sinking of city https://m imager.com/a/txkudo. Jakarta has sank more than 4 meters already https://science/2019/08/y parts of Jakarta have dropped by 4 meters/. From private water pipes to government regaining control. Also estimate of total pipes needed. Vice.com/n_asia/article/3car379/Jakarta just regained control of its water network, now what? Cost of laying water piping in the US Unibel, org/portals/0/mediafiles/bcc_pipe_report_Carolinas, PDF. Total sea level rise to compare to Jakarta's sinking https://climate, NASA, gov/news/2680/new study finds sea level rise accelerating/.
Donald Trump reveals his birth certificate. He was born in Mexico.
And his middle name is Julio. Edit, remove the word speech.
Maya, teniendo nuclear, mi tío fue un gran profesor, científico y ingeniero. L Drive, John Trump Delmit, Buenos Jeans, muy buenos jeans, ok, muy inteligente, Wharton School of Finance, muy buena, muy inteligente, ya sabes, si es un republicano conservador, si yo fuera un liberal, si, como, ok, si mi postulara como demócrata liberal, dirían que soy una de las personas más inteligentes del mundo, es cierto. Pero cuando es un republicano conservador intenten, hacen un número, por eso siempre empiezo, fui a Wharton, fui un buen estudiante, fui allí, hice esto, construí una fortuna, ya sabes que tengo que dar mis credenciales similares todo el tiempo, porque estamos un poco desfavorecidos, pero nos fijamos en lo nuclear troto, lo que realmente me molesta, hubiera sido tan fácil, y no es tan importante como estas vidas, lo nuclear es poderoso, mi tío me explicó eso hace muchos años atrás, el poder y eso fue hace 35 años, él explicará el poder de lo que sucederá y tenía razón, ¿quién lo hubiera pensado? Pero cuando miras lo que está pasando con el 4 prisioneros, ahora solían ser 3, ahora son 4, pero cuando eran 3 y incluso ahora, habría dicho que todo está en el mensajero, muchachos, y son muchachos porque, ya sabes, no lo hacen, no se han dado cuenta de que las mujeres son más inteligentes en este momento que los hombres, así que, ya sabes, le tomará otros 150 años, pero los persas son grandes negociadores, los iraníes son grandes negociadores, entonces, y ellos, simplemente nos mataron a nosotros.
In English, yes, Trump actually said this. Look, having nuclear, my uncle was a great professor and scientist and engineer, drive. John Trump admit, good genes, very good genes, okay, very smart, the Wharton School of Finance, very good, very smart, you know, if you're a conservative Republican, if I were a liberal, if I ran as a liberal Democrat, they would say I'm one of the smartest people anywhere in the world. It's true, but when you're a conservative Republican they try, do they do a number? That's why I always start off, went to Wharton, was a good student, went there, did this, built a fortune, you know I have to give my like credentials all the time, because we're a little disadvantaged. But you look at the nuclear deal, the thing that really bothers me, it would have been so easy, and it's not as important as these lives are. Nuclear is so powerful. My uncle explained that to me many years ago, the power, and that was 35 years ago. He would explain the power of what's going to happen and he was right, who would have thought? But when you look at what's going on with the 4 prisoners, now it used to be 3, now it's 4, but when it was 3 and even now, I would have said it's all in the messenger, fellas, and it is fellas because, you know, they haven't figured that the women are smarter right now than the men, so, you know, it's gonna take them about another 150 years, but the Persians are great negotiators, the Iranians are great negotiators, so, and they just killed us, this is horrible.
How do you fuck up English this bad?
Honestly, dementia is a reasonable explanation. See videos of young Trump and you'll see a very eloquent idiot. These days it's a rambling mess of what seems to be words of the English language creatively arranged.